viciously. Tag nominations divided the house.
I just hate the backstab and I hate the two-facedness.
Leaving it to face the public vote.
Well, that's going to backfire.
And the legends exploded.
If the cameras weren't here, what would you do, Brian?
You scumbag.
Keep playing into my hands.
And Brian jumped ship.
Oh my God. You made Brian leave this house?
Tonight, Helen and Nikki leave for good. And one housemate is sent packing. Who goes? You decide. Please welcome your host, Emma Willis.
Hello and welcome to Big Brother Time Bomb Live and our 9th live eviction. It has been a week of rivalries, rebellion and ready brick rage. But it wasn't just Nikki who had her nose knocked out of joint. All week, Helen has been driving Brian up the wall. On Tuesday night, he made a dramatic jump over it. And with Brian doing one, Helen thought all of her Christmases had come at once. Until they actually did. Boy, did Santa deliver the goods with Asha Lee making a sensational return to the house. Now, it looks like Helen may have met her match. But luckily for her, we are blowing the whistle tonight as she and Nikki leave... Pardon? As she and Nikki leave the house for good. But they're not the only ones packing their bags. Tonight, Christian, Danny, Harry, Jack, Joel, Nick, Sam and Simon all face the public vote. Our Magic 8 have well and truly been shaken by tag nominations. But the only question they really want answered is, who is going to be leaving tonight? Remember, you are voting to evict. To evict Christian from a landline, call 090 20 44 5805. Or from a mobile, 650 5805. To evict Danny from a landline, call 090 20 44 5806. Or from a mobile, 650 5806. To evict Harry from a landline, call 090 20 44 5816. Or from a mobile, 650 5816. To evict Jack from a landline, call 090 20 44 5809. Or from a mobile, 650 5809. To evict Joel from a landline, call 090 20 44 5811. Or from a mobile, 650 5811. To evict Nick from a landline, call 090 20 44 5813. Or from a mobile, 650 5813. To evict Sam from a landline, call 090 20 44 5818. Or from a mobile, 650 5818. To evict Simon from a landline, call 090 20 44 5815. Or from a mobile, 650 5815. Here is Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching on catch-up or outside the UK.
You can find terms on the Big Brother website. OK, it's time for our first hit of yesterday's action. And Nikki is still reeling from the previous night's dramatic events.
dear, 45, 11:57 a.m. Nick has a compliment for Nikki.
When you were arguing, you looked so cute. It looked like you were arguing with your mum last night. You were going like...
But no, but I didn't expect you to...
No, but we weren't allowed. Mark was saying, no, don't get involved. Nobody get involved.
But I was hoping Danny or someone...
Well, I know, but we weren't allowed to get involved.
Why?
We were told not to. Mark said not to get involved, leave them to...
No, when it was just me and her and everything, you were lying face down on the sofa.
Yeah, Mark was saying don't get involved. Harry took me to bed because I think I fell asleep.
I was shaking. Could you see?
I know.
Could you see my leg?
It's very frightening.
Could you see me shaking?
Danny and Aisling are getting to know each other.
Well, I keep meeting twats.
Yeah. Where'd you meet these twats?
Fame shaggers.
Yeah, so where'd you keep meeting all these dicks, then?
Usually at these parties, these magazine parties and whatnot.
Well, then what do you expect?
Because I don't go out anywhere else. Where am I supposed to meet anyone?
Tinder?
I am on Tinder.
Well,
Are you? I've not swiped past you. You're probably in a younger age bracket.
yeah, mine starts at 18. I don't.
You're better looking in real life, though. You look ugly on telly.
Maybe.
I'm joking.
Helen is talking to Big Brother about Aisling.
I think Aisling's pretty aware that I'm not asked at all about her. I would be if I was here a bit longer because how she talks just grates on me. For some reason, she talks like she's a gangster. Tries to sound like she's from So Solid Crew or something. And it's just embarrassing. Them two girls are my worst nightmare. I wouldn't want to get made friends with them. I'm their worst nightmare, and they're mine. So, the further we stay apart, the better.
£12:50 p.m. Harry is giving Jack a trim.
Very good, very good.
Says the one who cut my hair. That was very good, look.
I'm not done yet, Jack.
Don't wind up.
Don't get Mardy's yet.
Chloe's got a boyfriend, there's no chance.
Jesus, Mark!
What are you getting a flu for?
Mark! Do not even bother throwing me in that pool. No, I don't mind this. It's all right.
Mark, leave her.
Thanks for that. What spiced up my day.
That's my cutie move.
I know you're next.
What do you make of Aisling?
She's nice. She's nice to me. Been nice to you.
Yeah. There's another one that I judged. Like, I see her on Twitter and stuff like that, and there's been times where I've wanted to tweet her and go, just shut up.
A good job you never.
Yeah. But, yeah, again, she's nice. She's been nice to me.
Really
So I
nice.
can't say she's a dick when she's been nice to me. She's asked me questions, a lot of questions, and shit like that, so... Oh, that's it.
Nikki, Aisling and Nick are in the Sky Room.
Actually, I think it'd be very surreal coming back. Does it look different, the house and stuff like that?
Yeah, but do you know what? It just feels right, doesn't
Does
it,
it?
Nick? When you come in the house, it just feels like, yeah, this is home.
Yeah.
It's really strange. It's really weird. It just feels normal.
That's the thing. I've been made to feel so unwelcome and uncomfortable here.
I know.
Of a place that I truly love.
I know.
And the fact Brian had to jump over the walls for a place he loves.
Why is she staring? What's that about?
Because when you see your idol, like if we saw Beyonce, we'd stare at Beyonce. If I saw Rihanna, I'd stare at Rihanna. Or it's an intimidation thing.
I think the latter.
Darling, your jumper.
I'm going to have to go and take it off.
You can't be standing around in a jumper, it's baking.
I can't believe she's
Yeah,
just...
Danny and Mark are really fit.
Who?
Danny and Mark.
Which one do you prefer?
I don't know.
They're both fighting over you.
No, they're not.
Oh, please, no more fights. Now, if, like Nikki, then you're one that doesn't really like lifting a finger, you will be pleased to hear that tonight we're going to do most of the hard work for you. After the break, we're going to be dusting off even more of yesterday's highlights and decluttering the house with an eviction. Plus, we'll be polishing things off with the departure of our legends. So put your feet up, have a biscuit, and we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to the 9th live eviction of Big Brother Time Bomb. Now this week, Christian, Danny, Harry, Jack, Joel, Nick, Sam and Simon have found themselves tangled up in Big Brother's eviction web. It's an 8-legged race for survival, but who has stayed an itsy-witsy bit too long? Remember, you're voting to evict. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. To evict Christian, add 05. To evict Danny, add 06. To evict Harry, add 16. To evict Jack, add 09. To evict Joel, add 11. To evict Nick, add 13. To evict Sam, add 18. Or to evict Simon, add 15. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching on catch-up or outside the UK. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
We'll be freezing the vote very soon before heading live to the house to save a few backslides from the boot, so get dialing. Also tonight, Helen and Nikki are getting out of the gaff for good. They're going to be letting rip on their time in the house in a little while, and something tells me they probably won't be holding back. OK, but let's head back to yesterday now, and the eviction is on everyone's mind.
4:26 p.m. Harry, Nick and Danny are talking about the eviction.
Could be anyone.
Okay, you're up as well, I'm on the whole fucking house.
Yeah.
I've had the most amazing time if I do.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then at least we've been in here for the Aisling and Helen saga.
Exactly. We were here and we lived it, and if we do go, I'll have a fucking brilliant night out, whatever, because Jade's there.
Yeah.
If I do so, the nominations next week will be so hard.
Oh, cool.
Won't they? Impossible.
Depends who goes for me, because to me there's 2 people in, or 3 people in here that I could definitely nominate.
I can nominate, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't see what I see, Nick. You're very oblivious.
Right.
I see a lot.
Right.
Nikki is predicting who will be evicted.
Go on, Nikki, be honest. No one will be offended.
I think possibly
Me.
after this week, you two may be in danger. Just because you've been hanging out with Poison.
Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think just because I talked to Helen, I've not ignored you, and I've not ignored Brian, and I've not ignored
Could be guilty by
Aisleen.
association, Simon.
Well, when I get out there, I'll argue my case because that's ridiculous to kick someone out for that. I've been true to myself with everybody, all of you, and I will always be friends with Mark. Mark and I have a very good friendship in this house, but I respect what other people think of him. But as far as I'm concerned, I like him, and that's it. Helen has been all right with me as well, but so have you and so's Aisleen.
Yeah, but Simon, viewers might see that you've been glued to Helen.
I haven't.
I disagree. I think you have been.
Well, I don't think I have. I personally, you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I don't think Helen's that bad. I think, as far as I'm concerned, she's done nothing wrong to me.
That was just my view, Simon. I'm just giving
Well, I don't regret my friendship with her, and I don't regret my friendship with anybody here.
No, don't.
I don't.
I didn't say regret it, Simon. I didn't say regret it. I'm just giving you...
If I go tomorrow, I'll be very dignified. I've enjoyed my time here, and I know that I've got a life outside this house.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm exactly the same, and I'm sure you've got people
I haven't got
outside that care about you.
I haven't got 150 grand in my bank, but, you know, what's money?
I'm just giving my view, though, Si. I feel we're getting on better.
We meet people in life all the time that some like, some don't like. That's called life.
It's 12 p.m. Sam's curious about Aisleen.
Aisleen, tell me about your love life.
Come and join the party. My love life. It's non-existent. I'm celibate.
What even is this fucking word I'm hearing?
Why do you keep saying that word?
What? Celibate?
Yeah.
Do you not know what celibate?
No, of course I know what celibate means.
I don't. What is it?
You've never had sex in your life? You've never with your boyfriend, but you're a
I
mad
feel like
lover.
you go celibate if you've not had sex for like...
No, I...
So with your boyfriend that you loved so much, you said, let's say you was with someone, you've never had sex with him?
Of course I have.
Yeah, well, that's not celibate.
I'm a reborn celibate.
Oh,
yeah, that's
celibate.
what we say.
Is this the truth?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? It is.
No, I just thought you were joking.
No, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time with someone that's not right anymore. Can't be bothered.
And sex plays a massive part in feelings as well.
But that's not
for women, it does. Yeah.
I think men as well.
Feelings.
I have feelings when I have sex.
Yeah, you feel it when it goes in. That's all.
Not wow. Wow.
Jack's earlier comment is playing on Simon's mind.
Were you here earlier, Joel, when he said that I spend too much time with Helen? Were you there?
No.
Wow.
Who said that? Who said that?
I'm going to say it. I'm going to start speaking up for myself. Why the fuck shouldn't I? Jack said I spend too much time with you, which is why I might get evicted tomorrow night.
No,
if I was there, I would have...
Sorry, he did. He did.
No, I didn't say that.
Sam heard
I
it.
said that's ridiculous, not
Sam,
that.
Sam heard it.
No, I'm saying it's ridiculous to think that that's a reason to get
evicted.
evicted.
Because I spent too much time with you.
Guilty by association, is it?
But what I'm annoyed about is why should somebody tell me who I should spend time with in this house?
You shouldn't. If people say that, make your own opinion.
Everyone thinks they're all best mates and all love each other. None of you mean shit to each other because the main people whose fate you lie with are them out there.
Yeah.
And they watch all of this while everyone's bumming each other, saying this, that, and the other, acting like you're all looking out for each other. All this shit. Take it from someone who knows like what happened to me last year. I ended up just flying solo on my own because I thought if it means that I'm still true to myself till the last day, I'd rather walk out and think, kind of cheated this a bit. I didn't.
Well, I'm a 46-year-old man, and if I want to spend time with you, I will, and I won't be told to not to. That's it. End of story.
(9:28 p.m) Joel, Harry, Jack and Nick are speculating.
Who do you think's going to be evicted tomorrow?
Excluding myself, Sam.
I said Sam, and you know my reasons for Sam.
Who do you not think will go?
I don't think Christian's going to go anywhere. I don't think Danny's going to go anywhere. You and Nick are probably all right.
Aisleen is analysing Mark.
You're actually a lovely guy, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You are.
No,
it's all a facade. You're actually a really nice guy.
You're a very nice person, but no, I'm not. I'm just me, and I'm honest. A lot of people think my honesty is mean and what's the word?
No, it's not like
inconsiderate. Well, I can be inconsiderate of people's feelings, and I know that because you know I'm strong, and I feel as though everyone should be strong. I was in the army,
same,
and where you come from and I come from are very the same.
Yes.
I know you and don't get along. That's fine, but what I said is I will never slate you or jump on your back just because someone else doesn't like you. Do you understand what I mean? I make my own decisions. All right. So just I hope you know that when
This
I say
conversation's about me and you. I don't know why it's gone over there.
Huh?
This conversation's about me and you.
I know.
So I
I'm
don't know
glad.
why we're
I'm glad.
bringing
I'm just glad we're both on the same page. That's
other
all.
people into it.
No, you know what I mean. Some people do feel a little bit like that when you're talking, but I don't think you.
I don't.
I know you don't. I think you're smart enough to not know that.
I don't give a shit, babes.
It seems Aisling really has made her mark on Mark. OK, the vote lines for tonight. The vote lines for tonight's eviction are now frozen. Lines will reopen later in tonight's show, and very soon we're going to be heading live to the house to save a few necks from the chopping block. Plus, Helen and Nikki are unleashed for good! Don't go away. Welcome back to the 9th live eviction of Big Brother Time Bomb. Now, the Met Office thinks that we are heading for the coolest June in years, but 8 housemates are really feeling the burn tonight. Should we take some of the heat off? Shall we? OK. It's time to talk to the house. Big Brother house, this is Emma. Christian. Danny. Harry. Jack. Joel. Simon. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. For the last 3 days, the British public have been voting to evict. I can now reveal the 6 housemates with the fewest votes and therefore safe from eviction are, in no particular order, Nick. Nick, you are safe. Yes. Danny. Danny, you are also safe. Christian. Christian, you are also safe. Sam.
Oh my God!
Sam, you are safe.
Well done, good. Told you to expect it.
Joel. Joel, you are safe. Harry. Harry, you are also safe. Jack. Simon. I'll be talking to you again later on this evening to reveal who will be evicted. Ooh, the tension! OK, vote lines are once again open. open. Jack and Simon have been left treading water, but who will be drowning their sorrows tonight? Remember, you are voting to evict. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. To evict Jack, add 09. To evict Simon, add 15. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching on catch-up or outside the UK. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
Now, you haven't got long before the votes close for good, so get on it. Right, let's head back to yesterday, where everybody's in the party mood, apart from Helen.
10:42 p.m. Big Brother is playing music into the house to celebrate Helen and Nikki's last night.
You're staying.
Are you happy?
Hel, enjoy your last night. I've loved meeting you.
Thank you.
And I mean that as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Where's my drink? Oh, thanks, babe.
Sorry if I smell like garlic.
No, you don't.
Ha! I'm gonna save this now.
Your face, you're just like... I hate dancing, I'm shit.
I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up. Oh, thanks, Annie.
Enjoy your last night.
Go and sweep Ashleen off her feet.
Now let's have something decent on.
"12:01 a.m. Jack is talking to Big Brother about facing eviction.
I am very nervous for tomorrow night. You know, I kind of, in a way, looking forward to the rush of it, because it's sort of, not the rush, the experience of it. I haven't been up yet, so this is something, part of the Big Brother experience that I'm going to get to try out and see how it, like, truly feels. But I'm having to mentally prepare myself that I'm going to have to walk out the door, but I really, really want to stay. I really do. I know some people might not, you know, say it, but I passionately want to win. I'm not going to, as I say, act in a different way. I'm not going to be horrible to people. I'm not going to play games on people to try and win. I'm just going to try and be me. It's literally the time of my life. It's literally the time of my life. It's fantastic.
Chloe has a question for Helen.
Are you going to watch the last 2 weeks that you've been in? Are you going to watch them and then start?
No, fuck my weeks that I've been in. Don't matter what I've done. I've not had an input.
Don't you want to see how you've been portrayed, though?
I know I've been portrayed. I'm now a bully again. I've chased someone over a wall.
Is that how it's going to look?
I'm dealing with that when I get out.
Are you worried or not bothered?
Apparently I did that, not you.
So tough, Helen.
If a grown guy that's 6 foot whatever finds me that intimidating but can say what he wants, to me, if someone's intimidated, they find it frightening to speak to me. He has a lot to say for someone who's intimidated by me. So if he wants to climb over it, and I said to Nikki last night, and I said, stop mentioning the wall. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care who jumped over it. Don't give a shit. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not apologising for it. Fuck off.
Nikki and Ashleen are talking about the other housemates.
Who's your favourite? Nick.
Nick, obs. Probably Joel then.
I feel so bad for putting him on rations. He took it on the chin.
Took it very well.
Harry, I don't trust her anymore.
Don't you?
No. so far up Satan's arse.
I know, what's that about? You should have heard what Satan was saying about her in the bunker.
Really? And she's so far up her arse. It's a shame, isn't it? I don't understand Simon. Like, he's supposed to be an adult. I don't get it. I don't understand. She's so not a legend. She's only here by default because she won last year.
Exactly, because she's detested by the nation.
Strange, isn't it? Don't you feel like everyone's scared of her?
Everyone's scared of her.
Apart from us. Fucking
well, I am.
Don't worry, Nikki, we will have you out of there in a jiffy. Right, Jack or Simon? It's a two-way street, but who's about to meet a dead end? If you haven't already voted, then you are simply too late because the vote is now closed. Please do not call as your vote won't count. Right, it's time for us to take a breather, but hold tight. Eviction number 9 is coming your way right after the break. Welcome back to the 9th live eviction of Big Brother Time Bomb. Helen and Nikki have served a 2-week sentence, but tonight we are releasing them from the slammer for good. But before we unlock their shackles, it's time to release one of their inmates. Tonight, Jack or Simon will become the 9th housemate to leave the Big Brother house. You've been voting for the past 3 days, and the results are in. It's time to talk to the house. Big Brother house, this is Emma. Jack. Simon. The viewers have spoken. Your fate is sealed. For the past 3 days, the British public have been voting to evict. I can now reveal the housemate with the most votes and 9th to be evicted is... Simon. Simon, you have lost your place in the Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
Love you, man. I love you all. You're on the outside. I love you all. 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 Well done. Good luck. I love you all. Be amazing. Thank you for everything. Please don't get a fucking good night's sleep now. I love you, Crystal. Thank you, everybody.
Will Simon please leave the Big Brother house? You have been evicted.
I love you. I love you. I love you all.
10,
I love you all.
9, 8,
I love you
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
you've been evicted.
Oh, yes, it is.
How did that time compare to the first time?
Do you know what, Emma? I felt all day today that my time had come. It's a weird feeling.
You've said that this week, though, as well. Why?
I never thought I'd ever win this show. I think I personally feel a younger person will win Big Brother. But I've been here 4 weeks, and I feel like I've learnt an awful lot about myself. As you know, I've been on a horrendous journey. It's been tough. But I've had a great time the last few weeks. Well, I've never been told to get off stage. And I felt today that my time was up. You know, I just felt it was coming. But I've had a fantastic time, and I loved every minute of it in the end.
You are someone that's been in showbiz for a long time. So,
showbiz?
So what is it like to hear that?
What, that?
The booze, the
Oh, I've had worse than that, dear.
Yeah?
They don't bother me.
Don't care, darling.
I've been in worse pantomimes than that, darlings! This is my time!
Simon, that was your time in the house.
It was.
And when you went in, it was jazz hands and showbiz.
And it still is, Emma.
But that very quickly faded whilst you were in there. Take a look at this.
Yeah. Showbiz!
Simon, what is your manifesto?
Entertainment.
Let's get this show started!
Energy.
Great.
Loads of energy.
Showbiz! No.
I want to provide some entertainment. I want to provide some fun. Fun. Our first joint nomination is Eileen.
I knew it. I said to everyone, you're a two-faced snake. I fucking knew it.
You're an idiot.
I'm weird and I'm an idiot and I'm a flop.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's an unwritten thing that showbiz is the unpopular guy in the house.
I can't be Mr. Showbiz 24 hours a day because that's not what I'm about. I'm better than that.
So, Simon, what happened to showbiz?
You can't be showbiz 24 hours a day in there. I don't walk around performing 24 hours a day in my real life.
No, I know that. But you
you're-
did seem to just totally disappear.
When you go on a catwalk, like I've just done, and go into what the house is, you can't be performing 24 hours a day. It's tough in there.
Yeah.
And the makeup comes off. It's
Yeah.
a real house. People, you have to deal with everyday things. And
But you did say that you wanted to go in there and liven it up and bring
think I did.
bring a little bit of drama.
I think I definitely did.
But there was definitely a kerfuffle,
Yeah,
especially
there
with
was.
Jack and
Yeah,
Chloe.
yeah.
But then you did seem to disappear.
Yeah, well, you do disappear in there because it's tough. That's all I can say. It is really tough in there. And you kind of, even me being me, you lose yourself. You become something else. And then suddenly you get a boost and you bring yourself back up again.
So what was so difficult? What did you find the toughest?
It was tough. It was tough being in a situation with people and having to forget about yourself on the outside world. You have to start thinking about others all the time. Things like cleaning. I'm a very clean person, but you're working with people that are different, so you have to kind of work with them. Different emotions. It was very, very different to what I expected. But I've come on a massive journey, and I tell you what, it's like free therapy. That's all I can say. It is.
I know I said you seemed to... I know I said...
I'll get a job as an ugly sister this year, that's for sure.
I know I said that you became quiet and almost kind of disappeared. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It was just quite unexpected, I think, because you had been this larger-than-life
Emma,
character.
thank God.
After all of what happened, like the arguments with Jack and Chloe early on, did you think, do you know what, I need to sit back a bit and just... like, settle down under the radar?
I did. I think I stripped myself back and I thought more about the way I behaved in the house and the way I was, and I felt that I did do that. I felt that in a way, I became quiet because I had to take the showbiz away and start being the real Simon, which is, you know, I'm a caring guy. I get on with everybody, and even Jack. Me and Jack do actually get on quite well. What you see on the telly and what really happens in that house 24 hours a day are very, very different things. Let me tell you.
Well, no, we see what happens in the house. We have the threads of the stories. We have seen you getting on with Jack as well. I'm just talking about in the beginning when you went back in.
that's where the problem lay.
I came in as a song and dance man.
Really?
Yes, it did. I came in as a song and dance man. I was taken away. It was very hard to be taken away, then to come back in again. And in a way, I had to reinvent myself. That was not easy.
Yeah.
But I feel that I was prepared to give it a go, and 4 weeks I did.
When you went back in, you also had Mark, who always really seemed to have your back. Why did you two get on so well, do you think?
Like the brother I never had. I love Mark. He's like the brother I never had. I genuinely think that But Mark, underneath all this, is a very, very lovely guy. He's got so many good qualities.
How gutted were you when he left?
Well, you saw me. I collapsed on the floor, didn't I? I went, oh no! It was horrendous. It felt like my world had fallen apart. And well, you saw me. I stayed in bed practically one day because I just wasn't well. I just felt ill. I felt drained. He kind of was always there for me. He was the first person I got up and made a coffee in the morning. It was just like that brotherly thing that I kind of think I found in the house. I wanted to make friends in the Big Brother house, real friends, and I did with Mark.
Even when you thought he was gone, he was actually watching you, and he still had your back.
Yeah.
And then when he returned to the house, he brought some friends along.
Yeah, he did.
For the ride.
Yes, he did.
The arrival of the Time Warp housemates.
They did, yes.
What was it like having them in there with you?
What, the Time Warps?
Yeah.
I loved it. I didn't think I'd get on with Helen as much as I did, but I got to see the real Helen. She as well was very good. She was very helpful to me and gave me some really good advice. And Nikki as well. We had a great time. But to be honest with you, I got on with them all. I like them all.
There's a lot of talk about cliques in there. Do you feel, from your point of view and the way you see it, do you see that there are groups?
I can really spill the beans now, can't I? No, there are cliques in the fact that it's a very young house, and I felt like the old fogey most of the time. It's a very young house, and in that
But just because you're old in age doesn't mean that you're old up here.
I'm not.
Exactly.
No. Believe you me, I was kept awake most of the night by pillow fights and stuff like that. But in a way, I like that. I enjoyed that in the end. I did actually quite enjoy that. They're young, they came in together, a lot of them, and they are, the Chloes and the Jacks, they are together because they're very proud and passionate about the Big Brother house and the Big Brother experience, as I was.
Yeah, and they started the experience together, as you said, so those bombs are
And Emma, I think if I had stayed in right from the beginning, it might have been different for me because I was one of the originals, but then I was taken out and brought back in. That didn't help me at all, I don't think, and they admit that.
What was it like for you when you heard that people didn't feel like they could trust you?
Hurtful. Very hurtful, because people can trust me, and in the end, even Chloe said to me the other day, she said, Simon, I really get you now, I get what you're all about, I got you wrong, but I really get you and I love you. That's what she said.
You said earlier on, when the clip was on, that you were relieved to be out.
I am.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm a winner in the fact that I've done 4 weeks in that house. I've done that. I feel like I've won that. At last. I feel like I've won in the fact that I did 4 weeks, and I never expected to win Big Brother. I really don't.
I imagine it's been a very tough week.
No, this week has actually been better. I've enjoyed it better. I've enjoyed it more. There's been a lot of arguing.
That's what I mean. I don't just mean from your point of view. I mean from a house dynamic point of view.
I've kept out of it. I've learnt to come away from all that. I'm not interested in that anymore. Boring. Got more interest in one finger than that lot, dear. Anyway.
Who would you like to win?
Who would I like to win? Can I say honestly?
Yeah.
The person that I think that should win that show is Danny.
Why?
Because Danny is, he's honest, he's real, he's always there for me. Look at his face. He's just a guy from Margate that works in, forgot what he does, but you know what he does. My mind's just gone, but anyway,
okay.
Building or something. He's a great guy, he deserves to win.
Let your mind rest and watch your best bits.
Thank you, Emma. I could talk all night, couldn't I? I love you all already. Eviction.
You haven't seen the last of me yet? I'm back!
There's no oomph in this place. I want to provide some entertainment. I want to provide some fun.
Welcome to the party!
You know my love for showbiz. He can't be real, but he's here.
Showbiz!
you've got to respect that I'm 46-year-old man, and I might need my sleep.
Who do you think the final 3 will be?
I think myself.
Fuck off. I said to everyone, you're a two-faced snake.
I'm not.
I'm not one to you, is she? You're a flop.
I don't need a 20-year-old telling me I'm a flop.
Fuck these. They're going to vote for you next week the same way they're going to vote for me.
Mark is my soulmate.
The housemate with the most votes, Mark.
He looked out for me. He's a 46-year-old man who's fake as fuck. That's pretty much it.
Showbiz. If I hear showbiz one more time, I'm literally going to hold my finger on his windpipe. Showbiz, showbiz, showbiz.
Simon is larger than life, a very passionate person.
Love you. Married to you.
Can you do it again?
Showbiz! Showbiz!
My time in the Big Brother house has been like a bumpy roller coaster.
What did you think?
Very showbiz.
That's what that show needs.
Thank you.
Simon,
thank you so much.
Thank
Go
you.
see friends and family.
Thank you. What's the word?
So Simon is a goner, but the night doesn't end there. Big Brother legends Helen and Nikki are coming out right after the break. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to Big Brother Time Bomb Live. Now, before the break, Simon was catapulted out of our compound and became the 9th Big Brother evictee. But he's not the only one that we're shipping out tonight. Over the past 2 weeks, they have shaken the house to its very core. But tonight, it all comes to an end for Helen and Nikki. It's time to talk to the house. Big Brother house, this is Emma. Helen, for the past 2 weeks you have been living as a Time Warp housemate, but tonight that all comes to an end. It's time to leave the Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
Hold everyone here. Hold everyone here. See you later, okay? Enjoy yourself. Don't worry about it, okay?
See you later. Love you. Have fun. Enjoy.
Will Helen please leave the Big Brother house immediately?
I'm coming. See you later. See you later, Rogers.
Guys, yeah, don't my boyfriend, family,
I will. Get ready for the booze. I will.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What did you say? Where are your friends?
Yeah, I thought
you've lost them all. I'm joking. Obviously, you haven't lost friends.
You're not, Emma.
Well, you're out.
I am, finally.
How was that for you?
Oh, it was, the whole experience? Yeah. More difficult than last year. The house is a lot younger. I've never been around so many sensitive people. And I felt like there was a lot of people that were that struggle in that house because of their personalities and due to other people that aren't quite, it is a difficult house, a lot more harder than last year, I've got to admit.
You certainly made an impact.
Well, that's what I was there for.
I was going to say, was that your intention, going into the house?
No, do you know what? I got asked to do it again, and it was like a big honour to go in and do it. But at the same time, although like my VT was like a big build-up, I actually did enjoy my time there, but I found this year a lot more difficult because of all the lies and things like that.
But did you think about how you were going to be in there before you went in? No. Because last year, you were a controversial housemate.
Yeah.
You know, you...
No, that wasn't my intention this year, but I'd say I've probably come off even worse this year than what I did last year. Definitely.
Well, you won it last year. Last year you went into booze, you came out to cheers. This year you went into cheers and you've come out to booze.
No, I went into booze. I got told to get off.
There was quite a few cheers for you this year. I think there's got to be. You won it last year, so there had to be some cheers. And that is mainly, I would imagine, down to what happened with Brian. There was a lot of talk from you about people after headlines, but your biggest headline was your row with him and his departure from the house. How did you see it?
How did I see it? I think Brian is a bully himself. He made every single opportunity he got. He seized the moment to say something horrible to me. He blamed me and Mark for absolutely everything. I get that Nikki's his friend, but him and Nikki just sat behind closed doors all the time and let me and Mark take the blame for every single decision in that house.
But aside from what happened in that secret room, when you came into the house, you and Mark are quite a force, Helen, together.
I wouldn't say it was a joined force, so that's just what happened.
No, as individuals you're a force, but because you created such a good friendship together...
I'd say Brian's a force as well. His personality was... I said about 20 times in the diary room, it takes a lot for me to feel unnerved by somebody, and Brian's behaviour I found very unnerving. He was very disturbing to be around, and he'd act. Everybody knows that I have, like, a horrible side, but with him, you never knew where you were. He was really unnerving to be around, and he'd snap over absolutely anything. Over a pair of straighteners, he'd absolutely explode.
What about the big row that made him leave the house?
Well...
Helen, your comments were outrageous.
They were outrageous, but do you know what? I said to Big Brother when I got brought in that the comments were bad, I admit that, but at the same time, he was...
not just bad, though.
No,
could you imagine, hold on, could you imagine if somebody said that to a good friend of yours or one of your family members?
He said various things to me.
You would be incensed.
He said various things to me on numerous occasions, but because I didn't cry about it and go and sit in a diary room and moan about it, it was fine to speak to me like that. Various comments. There's 47 minutes shown each night for everyone to see. The things that he said to me on every opportunity he got, he'd bring up certain things that I'd actually spoken to him about level-headedly. Like, he'd ask me questions, I told him things personally, and he used it in every single argument that we had, and I thought, is that what we're at now? Like, after me sitting down, like, two adults talking to you, using that against me.
What about Nikki? How did you feel about her?
Nikki is an absolute fraudster. She's fake. She's one of those fakest people I've ever come
Why do you think she's fake?
Because, do you know what, she uses the fact that she was a... Do you know what, yeah, she's a BB legend. In my eyes, I didn't belong necessarily with her because she's been known a lot longer than me. But, at the same time, she slept for nearly 2 weeks. She's been ill for 2 weeks. She acts like a diva. And then lets everybody else...
To be fair, she's always been like that.
I've never seen that. I thought I was going to see this
Nikki's the same today as she was in Big Brother 7. Like, she's always been bonkers.
I didn't watch that one. I just saw an extravagant... Yeah, but the only time and what I can't stand is she only showed this personality when there was a task. That's not fair. You can't just pop up and start putting on this massive parade when there's a task.
But maybe she felt comfortable during a task.
No, I don't buy that. And that's my opinion.
In her defence, she's always been slightly bonkers. And she's always been very Nikki.
Side of her.
And just because she's not like me or she's not like you or not like that person there doesn't mean that they're fake just because they're different.
No, but she's fake because she lied and she sat there and let me and Mark take the blame. for other stuff that she'd participated in.
But aside from that, you really didn't seem to want to get on with her. Do you think you would have got on with her had Brian not have been there?
The other night, she came out with the most obscene comment. I knew I was going to get booze here. I'd always get booze. That was inevitable. She turned around and said, "You hate me because I got cheers and you got booze." I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I knew I was going to get booed. See? There we go again.
OK, very quickly, who would you like to win?
Joel or Mark, all the way. Two most consistent, like, housemates, brilliant.
OK, Helen, thank you. Helen Wood! So Hurricane Helen has blown over, but boy, did the house feel her force. OK, there is one more in desperate need of rescuing. Nikki Graham is on her way out. We will see you after the break. Big Brother Time Bomb Live. Now, she got caught up in the serial crossfire and boy did she like it. But tonight we're letting old Golden Graham out of her box. It's time to talk to the house.
Here we go.
Big Brother house, this is Emma. Nikki. 2 weeks you have been living as a Time Warp housemate, but now that all comes to an end. It's time for you to leave the Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
Oh, we've got it. Yes. Quick, get it off, get it off. Oh, man, actually, sorry. Bye, well done. Thanks for having me. I've had such a good time. Love you all. Bye, Jack.
Will Nikki please leave the Big Brother house immediately?
I love you so much. I'll see you very soon, my sweet swan.
On it.
Enjoy it, Nikki.
Well done, Nikki.
They don't
9, 8, 7.
What's wrong with me? I don't understand like this.
4, 3, 2.
I love you all. Keep going as you're going.
To have you back. What's it?
I'm so nervous. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Don't be nervous. What's it been like compared to the other 2 times?
Do you know what, Emma? I've had a ball. I've absolutely loved it. Honestly, it's just been like a holiday, and I feel like I could. I can't even speak. I'm so nervous.
I would imagine it's been partly like a holiday because you refused to do any washing up.
I literally did nothing for 2 weeks. It was so good. Yeah, it was just so nice, and they made me feel so welcome, and it was lovely getting to know them all.
Well, along with having a great time, there's been a lot of drama as well.
Yeah, a lot.
And 2 nights ago, we saw you take on Helen. And it looked like you won.
I don't know. I was very scared. She's very intimidating.
Well, we've heard quite a few people say that. We've heard a few people say that this year, and we've heard a few people say that last year. Why do you feel intimidated by her?
She just has no bounds. She doesn't hold back. I think she takes things too far. She says nasty personal things. She's vile and resembles Satan. Mum! Sorry.
She did also say to you that she thought that you thought you were better than the other housemates.
Yeah, I don't know why she thought that. Me, her and Brian all went in as equals, and the only thing that I had different from her was the night away from the house. And, yeah, I had food when they were on rations, but I threw myself into that experience just as much as any other housemate in there, and I don't know why she thought that of me. I think she was determined to fall out with me because I think she had it in for me from the word go, and I was worried that was going to happen, so I stayed on her good side for a week, and then I saw how she was treating people, and I just thought, I don't want to be a part of this.
Obviously, that was part of the reason why Brian left the house. We know how close you guys were and how gutted you were when he left. But you also said that you felt like you'd let him down.
Yeah.
Why?
Because me and Brian have always stood by each other, and I feel like he stood up for me, and I should have been there for him, really. I was there as much as I could be, but the way she spoke to him, I don't know if it was shown, but...
We've seen what she said to him.
Yeah, it was totally disgusting and unacceptable. And I was so taken back by what she was saying to him that I didn't have the strength like I had the night after. I found that strength because she made me so angry that he'd left the house because of her. But I just wish that I'd have found that strength when he was there, and then maybe he would have felt safer in that house and he wouldn't have left.
I'd imagine something else that may have given you a slight spurring on as well was the arrival of Ashley. Were you relieved to see her?
I was just so relieved. I just couldn't believe it. I was just so grateful to Big Brother for sending her in. It was like she'd been sent to save us all.
And did you see a change in Helen after Aisling arrived, or did she continue being the same, do you think?
Yeah, she backed down. She knew she'd been knocked off her pedestal, and Aisling, I just felt so safe with her there, and that I could relax and be myself, and it was just such a nicer place.
Something you really liked about the house was Nick. Yes. I can't believe the comment that you said.
When?
In the little room, when you said you wanted to...
What? What did I say?
You'll say it back. You told him that he was there, that you were there to rescue him. Do you felt like you did?
I think I've rescued him. I think since the Time Warp housemates came in, he came out of his shell, and I know he's still, like, in and out of bed with Harry, but at least he knows now that we want to see more of him. And when Nick is just Nick, he shines, and he's just such a unique character.
We know that you love Nick, but somebody else loved you and wanted to marry you.
Oh, I know.
How do you feel about Joel?
Joel, I'm going to take Joel on a night out in Soho.
On a date?
Not on a date. On a maybe to Admiral Duncan's or Freedom Bar or something like that.
So, okay. Don't quite know what to say now. Who would you like to see win?
I would like Nick, obviously. And then I'd like to see Danny win. Not win. I want Nick to win, and I want Danny to come second, because I was mean about Danny, and I just thought he was like a run-of-the-mill chav. But he's the nicest guy. He is such a lovely guy, and that house needs someone like that.
He seems like quite a charmer.
Yeah.
Come here, Nikki.
Oh, Emma.
We love you.
Thank you for having me.
That was nice. OK. That is your lot for this evening, but listen up. Those legends may have left, but our housemates won't be alone for long. Little do they know that on Monday, the house is going to be transformed into Big Brother's hotel
from hell. All next week, some very famous and very familiar faces will be checking in for a little holiday. So, who is the first guest lined to unpack their suitcase? John McCririck. As ever, you can keep up to date with all the house shenanigans on the Big Brother website. Someone's doing a little dance behind the camera. But on the side, he's up next with Rylan. Rylan, what's happening?
John McCririck is what's happening. We're going to love that. The time all the housemates are out. Helen and Nikki are going to be right here giving us the lowdown on their time in the house. Plus, Simon is going to be here again to dish the dirt. Plus, our outspoken panel will have a lot to say. See you after the break, guys.
That is a lovely panel. Now, don't miss the House Highlight Show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. and I'll be back live next Friday at 9 p.m. for our 10th eviction of the series. Thanks for watching. Good night.
A month in the house, didn't he? Just under a month.
They turned the volume of this down anyway.
Yeah, they have. Completely. And there's a clue in every night. There you go.
Don't take them off yet.
Ding dong, the bitch is gone.
Huh?
I hope they give us some drinks.
Yeah, mate, I'm a bit pissed.
I don't know, rat house. Literally rat house.
You do.
Time to have a good drink again, isn't it? We'll have to be able to get a drink again.
Yeah.
It's time, isn't it?
Like the first 3 weeks.
Not really had a drink, but...
It's time for them crack it up in it.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll cheers to that. Yeah.
Make the most of it.
It was all too tense.
That's what I've been What we need to do now is make the most of it. Yeah, we need to have a good laugh this week. Make the most of it, lads. I agree with you. All the mess is gone now, you know what I mean?